Welcome to today's demonstration on how to utilize the ConnectureDRX platform via the RetireFlo survey in updating a beneficiary's profile. First, we'll want to navigate to that specific profile within our book of business. Let's say in today's use case that the beneficiary had an address change. We can see historic information via the RetireFlo survey, and we can send a new one simply from that beneficiary's profile on the right-hand side. Once selected, you'll see that familiar modal to send an update survey. Again, we can either text, email, or use both methods of contact to distribute this survey to that beneficiary. In today's demonstration, we'll focus on the email. You can also see the introductory text where you can also write in a personalized message along with the pre-populated one. Let's go ahead and select Send Survey. And now we can see that in real time, the update survey was sent to that beneficiary alongside the date and timestamp. Let's also keep in mind that while the use case today might be an address update, the beneficiary also has the opportunity to update their providers, prescriptions, and pharmacy. So let's keep in mind what providers they have for the purposes of today's demonstration. Got a couple of providers here. Let's check out the prescriptions. Got a couple of prescriptions there. And then we'll also look at the pharmacies that have been selected. So keep these in mind as we see from the beneficiary's perspective where those updates might take place and how they land back in the system on the ConnectureDRX site. And now from the beneficiary's perspective, I can see that emailed link with the complete survey link to go to that survey. Now I can go through the RetireFlo survey and add my information as the beneficiary to make those updates. So let's go ahead and get started. Select OK. And we can also add our email address again as the beneficiary. And we can go ahead and add that updated address. Say OK. Remember, we can add a phone number or skip this part of the survey. And now let's go ahead and update the pharmacy. Now we'll go ahead and select the checkbox OK. Update the prescriptions as well. Go ahead and add Lipitor. The system also recognizes if there's a generic form equivalent that could be added instead. So in this case, let's go ahead and say yes. Then we can select that dosage as well as quantity and frequency. Let's add another prescription. And again, we can select that dosage, quantity, as well as frequency. We'll select the checkbox OK. A modal will also populate to confirm that the prescriptions are correct. Now we can also add additional doctors as part of this update. So maybe we have a new specialist or a new PCP. We'll go ahead and add a new PCP. Say OK. We're going to skip the preferred hospital and pharmacy, and a similar close will also populate here as part of that update. So another scope of appointment form. So the beneficiary can initial this on the products of interest, or they can skip on specific products as well. Then they'll select that signature below and sign and complete. Now we can see confirmation that we're all set and the survey has been completed. Now let's navigate back to the ConnectureDRX platform and see what updates have taken place from that intake survey via RetireFlo. Now let's go ahead and search our existing book of business and see those updates on the beneficiary's profile. We can already see that the address was updated, and as we navigate to the beneficiary's profile, we'll also see that the update intake form was also completed alongside the date and timestamp. Let's check out some of the preferences flow and see the additional provider. Now we can see that the provider was updated The prescriptions list was also updated, and the pharmacy of choice was also updated on the beneficiary's profile. And that concludes today's demonstration on how to update an existing client's profile via the RetireFlo survey. Thanks for watching.